Good evening and welcome to Jim Munley's World of Weather. You clicked on to Long Range Weather Forecast discussion for February 16th to 28th. For the period 16th to 20th, we expect the pattern to look like this. We have a large area of positive height anomalies near Siberia and Alaska, and we have a trough south of the Aleutians towards Hawaii. We have a large ridge here over western North America and a fairly deep trough here across eastern U.S. You can see that the center of the negative height anomalies or the coldest air is right over the northern mid-Atlantic and New England. Temperature anomalies during this period. Are forecast to be about 15 to maybe as high as 20 degrees below normal across northern New England, 15 degrees, 10 to 15 degrees elsewhere. And the west will have temperature anomalies on the other side of the scale at about 10 to 15 degrees above normal. Okay, getting back to the flow. Within this flow, we're going to have several systems dropping out of south central Canada into the eastern U.S., and each of these systems will need to be watched for possible intensification. And we're expecting one here for New England. We have a low that's forecast to track across the Great Lakes and near or over New Jersey late Saturday night and Sunday, and then deepening rapidly as it goes to New England and possibly bringing blizzard conditions to that region. Elsewhere, we're expecting lighter snow amounts. Okay, now we're going to look at the period from February 19th to the 23rd. Here we are at the 19th. We see little change except that the area of the deepest cold or deepest pressures remain across this region. We still have a fairly deep ridge over western North America. So the models are pretty good agreement with this pattern. We're going to go now to the end of the period. This is the 23rd. We see very little change. This is the GFS ensembles, and we're going to look for the other map. This is the Canadian ensembles. And the next map that's going to come up is a GFS, and they're all showing pretty much generally the same overall pattern. During this period, I am forecasting above normal temperatures here, below normal temperatures for this region, and temperature anomalies for this period are forecast to be about 10 to 15 degrees above normal in the west, and about 10 to 15 degrees below normal in the east. And again, the models are in agreement, pretty good agreement on this scenario. For precipitation, I'm forecasting below normal precipitation for the west coast states and across the upper Mississippi Valley, and above normal precipitation for this region. Next, we're going to look at the period for February 24th to the 28th. Okay, here we are on the 24th. And you can still see we have a fairly deep ridge over western North America, and we have a fairly deep trough here in the east. The pattern isn't forecast change very much. So during this forecast period, I am forecasting little change in the temperature anomalies, and for precipitation, I'm forecasting below normal precipitation for this region and above normal precipitation here. So during this period, I am forecasting temperature anomalies of about 10 to 15 degrees below normal in the east and about 15 degrees above normal in the west. So that is the long range weather forecast discussion for February 16th to 28th. Thanks for coming to Jim Munley's World of Weather and have a good day.